Oftentimes, if you're engaging with a reporter, it's because you have really exciting company news or a big announcement to make. But the thing to keep in mind is that this opportunity has to be approached with the utmost of care, and you can't simply wing it. There are several tips and tricks when it comes to nailing an interview. The first is asking the reporter, what are you looking for from me today? Sometimes you can be the smaller part of a larger story, so you'll keep your answers high level and to the point, whereas other times it could be a feature specifically on you and your project, so you know that you can go into a great amount of detail on the answers that you give the journalist. Another important tip is always practicing your answers out loud. It's one thing to just think through your answers in your head, but by actually verbalizing them and practicing saying them, you realize what sounds natural and what kind of messaging and language works versus what doesn't. Another important part of making sure that you have the best possible outcome when interacting with a journalist is to practice what we call your key messages. Your key messages are 2 to 3 points about your project that you want to make sure the reporter takes away from the conversation. And the important thing about those key messages is getting comfortable with repetition to make sure that the reporter leaves that conversation with your key messages a part of their story. The last tip I would give you about interacting with a reporter is to never make up key stats or pieces of information. If you forget a piece of data, for example, don't make up a number, simply tell them you'll follow up with them afterward. It's not worth the risk to not prepare.